We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Coleman. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, 4 down. Mike, 55. Right there.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. He completes it to Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Check three. Slam. White.
From midfield, here's Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flush, and he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
10-2 stop. Hey, D-line, let's get it. Recon, 132 fire. Watch the twins. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Jones. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Here we go. 60-4.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, Echo.
Jones operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Smith, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Dances by him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Lindsay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Giants.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Carr now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Carr. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Over the middle, complete. That's James. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing Jones. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On first down, it's Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We're good. You're mine.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
3rd and 15.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Watch the run. Hey, I-7. Check back.
From the gun, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Take 4. Take 4.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
He's in.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
No. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch made by Slayton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now it's Lindsey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. On third down, Lindsey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. You got three down.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Go.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Crosby connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Bravo!
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready.
Check, 59. We want this.
To throw on third down, Jones. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go set. 18 Gator.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.